this cool multi-effect by I believe it's one developer, TugRule, and this is available for Mac and Windows. TugMultiEffects. All right, so you see this interface. You have here the different these squares or rectangles that you see here are the effects. All right, and you see here the signal chain, the routing, pretty much the input and the output. Right, so you select any type of effect here. 11 effects are selectable here. For instance, you have this delay, you drag it here, you drop it, and you use this arrow, right, to route the input to the delay and then to the output. You can delete it, right click, delete it, and you can add more effects, all the effects that you want. You can do all sorts of crazy routing. You can route this to the output, for instance, like this, and then you can route the input to the this phaser and route it to the next one like this, connect them, and then to the output. And this changes in routing will create, of course, different sounds and effects, right? You can reset all with this button, and you have individual controls and more specific parameters for all of the effects mentioned, right? The panning, for instance, for all of the 11 effects. For instance, here on the reverb, you have room, damping, wet and dry, width, okay? And you have the delay, you have the delay time, the feedback, and for the chorus, you have the rate, depth, delay, feedback, dry and wet functionality. All right, pretty cool. And then for the phaser, you have depth, feedback, rate, and center. For the distortion, you can choose different types of distortions, a lot of them, right? Analog distortion, hard clipping, hard analog rectifier, which is like more gain, non-linear distortion, wave shaping, pretty cool. You have the drive, and yeah, a lot of cool stuff. The decimator, like bit crushing, right? 16-bit, and you start to do some distortion to the audio, like digital degradation to the audio. Then vibrato, tremolo, you choose the sine wave here, saw, stuff like that. Pitch shifter, also musical. You have the pitch here, and you can also select octave or semitones like this. You double click on any parameter and it resets by default. I thought it was a pretty cool multi-effect, and for free it doesn't get better than that, right? Comp filtering, and finally a filter that you can choose here as low pass, band pass, high pass, or no filter, and you can create all sorts of combinations of routings here. And also a pretty cool interesting thing is the dry wet, right? For all of the universal effect, right? Dry wet functionality for everything that you have going on here. You can set it at 50% for parallel processing, stuff like that, and you have an output here with volume. So let's check it out here, this effect on these vocals. For instance, I'm gonna use some delay, some reverb. Let's route this like that, and we can create also another set of routings here with another set of effects, of course. Let's check it out. For instance, this is the dry vocal track.
I used to dance
vocal tracks
in my dreams, and while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep. Is there a point of no return?
Okay, so here you have the delay. If you click on it, it will highlight the desired channel. So we can process this, and more specifically,
I used to dance
feedback.
in my dreams, and while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep. Is there? I used to dance in my dreams.
Okay, sync it.
I used to.
And Then the reverb, it's here at the beginning.
Used to dance in my dreams.
Like spreading the reverb to the
I
sides.
used to dance in my dreams.
Room reverb.
And while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep. Is there a point of no return?
Okay, cool stuff. And then we can add, for instance, separately, right? We can add, for instance, a bit of distortion. So we choose this, send it here, and then to the output, for instance. Let's listen what it does. And here you have the distortion channel. Let's put the dry wet functionality all the way to 0.
I used to dance in my dreams, and while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep.
Okay, let's...
Is there a point of no return?
There.
I know the face people make.
Some subtle distortion with the dry
I
wet.
used to dance
Cut off.
in my dreams, and while my eyes shine bright,
Like a high cut,
I
right?
used to dance in my dreams, and while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep.
Cool. Let's add some pitch shifting, for instance. Where is it? It's right here. And you can move all of these rectangles so they don't interfere visually, right? So let's have here the pitch shifter. Let's route this, the input here, and then to the output.
I used to dance in my dreams, and while my eyes shine bright, my scars run deep. I used to dance in my dreams.
Okay, lowering the pitch.
I used to dance in my dreams.
Cool. Okay,
I used to dance in my dreams, and while my eyes
crazy stuff that you can do with this plugin, right? You have 11 effects. Sorry, you don't have EQ or compression, but these effects, I mean, pretty cool stuff.